It's a busy Saturday night in the K. We got 7 games to go through, so let's not waste any time. My name is Andreas Sachenko and you're watching the KHL Update. We travel first to Cherpov, that's where Severstal defend the ice against Salavati Live. Both teams kicked off the season with a W. The Virsers are heavy favorites in this one, but it's Severstal who almost gets on the board first. Johan Metzela misplays the puck way out of his net, scrambles to get back in the paint, and Evgeny Birykov comes to the rescue. Salavat dodges a bullet, and they get on the lead a few minutes later. Alexander Kadekin is Johnny on the spot to bury the rebound, and it's 1-0. They double the lead late in the period. Mikhail Vorobyov makes a nifty cross-ice pass with his backhand as Dmitry Kugrushev does the rest. 2-0 after 20. Early in the second now, Pavel Kolarov makes a drop pass for Vladimir Zharkov, who's fresh out of the penalty box. He shoots, great glove save made by Vladislav Podipolsky. Salavat improved the lead to 3-0 shortly before the intermission. 18-year-old sophomore Shakir Muhammadulin nets his first career KHL goal. Severstal cut into the lead 7 minutes into the third. Pavel Kolarov cuffs up the puck. Andrei Alexeyev makes a quick pass in front, and 24-year-old David Dubadze scores his first in the league as well to make it 3-1. But Salavat restored the 3-goal margin just over a minute later. Alexander Kadekin gets his second of the night off a great dish by Dmitry Kugrushev. That's how she wrote for this one. Salavat get their second consecutive win on the road. 4-1 is your final. We're off to Nizhny Novgorod now, where Torpedo do battle with Sibir. Both sides look to bounce back after losing their season openers. Torpedo get on the board 3 minutes in. Sergei Goncharuk picks up the puck at the left wing, sees a lot of white ice in front of him and makes the most of it. Daniil Voyevodin gets his first point in the K on the play. Siberian side ties it up just 2 minutes later. This one comes on a power play. Dmitry Sayustev cashes in on the rebound. But just 2 minutes later, home team gets back in the lead. Former Belleville Bull Brady Austin sends it in with a clapper for his first career KHL goal. Torpedo get another marker from a rookie later in the period as former University of Minnesota captain Justin Klus hits the twine with a tip-in, 3-1 after 20. Sibir bring it back to a 1-goal differential 7.5 minutes into the second period. Eric Aldell bangs it past Andrei Tikhomiro from the high slot. Later in the period now, Damir Zakharov plays it to his left for Artem Alayev. He slides it to the slot, and Andrew Milik gets his second of the year. Sibir get back to within 1 meter through the third period, but that's as close as they're gonna get on this one. Nikita Kortka's marker serves nothing as Torpedo protect the flimsy lead and win 4-3 on home ice. We move on to Minsk, Belarus, where Dynamo play host to Boris, who come into this one after a 3-2 win in Riga 2 days ago. There's no scoring in the first, but don't worry, they make up for it in the second. First, Brandon Coulson converts on a power play with a huge one-timer. Ryan Spooner and Brandon Mantle draw the assists. It's a double minor though, so Dynamo stay on the power play and double their lead a minute later. Mantle and Spooner get the helpers again as Rob Klingheimer buries the rebound. 2 minutes after that, Artem Dimkov calls for the puck across the ice, gets it from Ilya Usev, takes 2 shots, and it's 3-0 Dynamo. Ilya Usev and Roman Gurbanov get their first points on the K on the play. Boris get a goal back late in the period. Anton Sagadev beats Dominic Ford from the hash marks with a beautiful shot. But with just 2 seconds remaining to play in the frame, Dynamo make it 4-1. New Jersey Devils pick Igor Sharangovich scores right off a face-off. Nice! Third period now, and Boris begin to claw their way back. Just 33 seconds into the period, Roman Starchenko scores on a breakaway. We're in the final 6 minutes now. Boris have a man advantage, quick rush, and Nikita Mikhailis jams it home off a setup by Curtis Volk. And then late in regulation, Linus Vidal makes a backhand pass through the slot, and Darren Dietz beats Cork 5-0 for his second of the year. We're tied at 4s, and this one goes to overtime. It doesn't last very long though. Just 31 seconds into the extra frame, Captain Rob Klinkhammer nets his second of the night for the win. Former WHL star Brandon Mano racks up 3 assists in his debut KHL game, and so does Ryan Spooner. Dynamo Minsk take it 5-4 in overtime. Next up, Yaroslavl Lokomotiv take on Amur following their huge 7-2 win over Spartak. Amur still missed a ton of key players, and it shows. Lokomotiv dominated the game but have trouble getting it past Evgeny Kiselov. Anton Lander opens scoring just under 4 minutes into the second as he gets a lucky bounce. Another Swede, Magnus Pajarvis Svensson, converts in a power play midway through the third frame, and that's more than enough. Loko outshoot Tigers 49-16, and Daniil Osaev gets his second career KHL shutout. 2-0 is the final on this one. We're in Riga, Latvia now. Dynamo go toe-to-toe with Jokerit. The whole strike meter through the opening period. Marcus Dzirko scores his first goal to his return to Riga. The Jesters bring it back to, and it was just a minute remaining to play in the frame. Mikko Lahtinen picks up right where he left off last season and gets his first of the year. Jokerit getting the lead in the second stanza. Brian O'Neill makes an excellent diagonal pass, and Jurgen Schroeder claps home the one-timer. What a play! They put it away late in regulation. John Norman finds the seam, and Yura Pakarina roughs it past Stanislav Galimov. It's over. Jokerit hand Dynamo their second loss of the season. 3-1 is your final. And now to Balashikha, where Dynamo Moscow opened their season. They're up against the rivals Avangard. The Hawks strike early. Sergei Shimakov takes a shot from on top of the left circle. Kirill Semyonov provides an excellent screen, and it's in the net. The blue and white respond 9 minutes later. Vladimir Brooklyn makes himself available. The hash marks gets on one knee and smashes it past Emil Garipov. Tie game. Late in the period, Avangard get a man advantage. Shumakov goes for the Michigan, denied. A few moments later, Sergei Talchinsky finds Reed Boucher at the other end of the ice, and he one-times it home for his second of the year. Looks just like his first, doesn't it? Second period now, Oliver Koski puts in a net from the blue line, and Sergei Shimakov redirects it across the goal line with his skate. Mad soccer skills, but it's no good in hockey. Too bad, no goal. Dynamo have a great chance to level it in the third period, but Demir Sharabjada flips up Brooklyn's stick in the last possible moment, and the Hawks hold on to the lead. Avangard 2, Dynamo 1. And just one more score left to tell you about. The one with just one goal in it. Mikhail Mamkin found the back of the net for Afton Belist, and that proved to be enough to beat Spartak on home ice. 1-0 is the final in Yekaterinburg tonight. And that's it for the KHL update, but do come back tomorrow as we're going to have 4 more games for you on the menu, including Köln Red Star against Tractor, and of course Sogbars versus SKA St. Petersburg. Oh, that's going to be a good one. My name is Andreas Sachenko. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.